Hello, everybody. We are live. It is time for another episode of, you guessed it, Citizen Glitch. And we've got David and Jesse G here of Normie CEO. And we're going to talk about something that's on the rise. Okay, so y'all, do you ever notice how when something new shows up, people act like it's never going to last? Right? Starting with the printing press, happening with radio, happened with the internet, and it's happening right now with meme coins. Back in the 1400s, when the printing press was invented, government and princes, they wanted to control it, and they knew that people could spread information freely and that power would shift. And the same thing happened with radio in the 20s and 30s, and regular people could broadcast ideas all the time. And when the internet came in the 90s, the same fear, right? Too much freedom, too little control. Memes followed that same pattern, y'all. What started out as these dumb jokes on forums in the early 2000s became a legitimate form of communication by 2010. And by 2016, they were shaping elections. By 2020, moving billions of dollars through meme coins. And now in 2026, we are watching the next stage. Meme coins are growing up. Most meme coins are still just digital slot machines, but a small group of people is asking a big, different question. What if the token did something? What if it paid for a coffee, gave you discounts, or supported real creative work? And today, we're going to start talking about that shift on Solana today with our beautiful guests. Did you guys want to introduce yourself really quick before I get your opinion on the meme coin evolution in 2026?
Let's go.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Go ahead, babe.
Well, this is my beautiful soon-to-be bride. How many days? Like 35 days now? Jesse G, hot or not?
35.
Yeah,
relax,
35.
Normie. It's 44.
And my name is David. I'm a builder, founder of Luxurious Bastard Beard Company, going on almost freaking 9 years now.
Yeah.
I make some of the best men's grooming products, in the game, and a lot of experience, in building brick and mortar, and then now with this, Web3 and crypto and like meme coins and all that stuff. So we're excited. We're very new, I believe, in the crypto game. Well, crypto in general is new, and so we're pumped. We've already built one legendary thing, so this is just going to be additional legendary projects, that we're currently building on right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, and you guys, the reason why I was drawn to them in the first place is because their meme coin is a utility meme coin. And I was really excited about that. And I knew they would have some strong opinions about this. Jesse, do you want to introduce yourself as the other, you're the partner in crime here?
Yes, I am Normie's partner in crime. I'm Jesse G with Jesse G Hot or Not YouTube reviews, and I also have a token on Solana. When we launched, we're still engaged to be married.
Congrats!
Thank you. 44 more days, not 33. Oh gosh, I don't want to lose 10 days or 11. But we're partners in life and partners in the crypto world. We have our channel, The Luxurious Lounge, together, which is also a token. We have come into the token game. He's experienced trading the meme coins enough that he knew he was ready to silent launch the Luxurious Lounge and then openly launch mine. And
this was first.
Yeah. And then mine followed, and it's been a ride. It's been an experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've learned so much along the way, but the normie factor is huge and we knew it would be that way because everybody's a normie right now. And to some, it's a cuss word in the industry because you're like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a play on, yeah, we're all normies, just admit it. And then let's grow together. So we're hoping to instill trust back into the cryptoverse because I think a lot of rugs have scared people. So
90%.
This is
I kind of it didn't drag, but
introduced.
She wanted to be a YouTube influencer, and she's really good at honest opinions, like buys a lot of all kinds of products, you know, from like gadgets and gizmos and all these things. And she's like, I want to, you know, learn how to do like this YouTube stuff. So the entrepreneurial that I am, I'm like, let's build you a YouTube channel. We knocked out the YouTube channel and then got her signed up to do like Amazon affiliates. And then I'm like, you know what? She's going to kill this. So why not attach a token to that? So it's like YouTube revenue, Amazon revenue affiliate, and now like tokenizing it as a creator token. And so yeah, I kind of drug her into it, but like, let's do this. And
no, he was already in it, and he's brilliant. When he sees an opportunity, he aligned with it and said, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, I'm all in, let's go. Being a mom of 4 and, you know, divorced for a few years, necessity is the mother of invention. And so I'm open to all inventions. And so we've reinvented ourselves on this platform, and he is a safe place to land and to trust. And so I thought, well, why wouldn't everybody just get on board? And with the meme coin industry being what it is, there's a lot of rugs. I just thought, well, yeah, the world needs to know about it. And the greatest way is through Normie, because everybody can relate to Normie. I don't know if that was too much of an answer for what you were asking.
You know, everybody hides these days. So the fact that we're live and live streaming, you know, we're about as based or as doxed as, you know, builders and people can be. So, you know, PTSD is thick in the crypto world because, you know, I'm sure you know it. Projects will come, they last about a week, and then they're gone, and everybody hides. So.
It's just an easier way of robbing people, and so we're not about it. And we're like, how about see if anybody will resonate with not wanting to get robbed anymore? Everybody can, at least the good people. So we put the message out there. If the good people and bad alike find us, we suss through it, and we try and give them a smart way to invest and some entertainment along the way too.
Yeah. You know, keeping it real.
Yeah, pretty much. Was that more than you wanted? Oh, you're muted.
No, I want you guys to be exactly who you are. And I wanted people to understand why you feel like it's, you know, it's an important thing to have, you know, to the conversation. And I'm going to be honest with you. Generally speaking, like, I am not a fan of the word normie, but it's because of how people use it. Right. The way that you guys are using it, you're flipping the script. When you're building an entire brand about it, you know, entire lifestyle, you know, around it, you know, and not making it a negative thing. Because typically speaking, when I hear people in crypto and AI and, you know, the biotech nerds too, like, to refer to someone as a normie, historically, it's never been a positive connotation. It's a bit of a put down. It's a bit of a self-righteousness. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you kind of thing. But I also think it's fun to kind of flip something on its head and say, you know what? As fucking techie as you think you are, and as much as you think you know everything because you're a dev that never sleeps and you're always smoking crack, you don't know everything. Nobody does. And at a certain point, we were always like nerds. I mean, or we were always just kind of like potential nerds before we weren't. We didn't all just wake up, you know, playing Dungeons and Dragons from the time, you know, we came out of the womb. I mean, it didn't work out. Wow, did I just say that out loud? Yes, I did.
I never got to learn Dungeons and Dragons, but they seem like a pretty cool people. Those people.
I was all about.
No, I have friends that are on here. I should probably contact them. They have a virtual version that they like to play in VR, and I think that's really fun. It's, of course, it's fun to play it in person, but like I also just, one of the things I like that's positive about what you guys are doing is I find it fun that you have, it's normie coin, but it's also just about like giving people actual utility, you know, for what they do, instead of just being like, here's my shit coin, pump it to the moon, and there's no utility. Like, don't think I don't think that's positive, but just saying that using normie in a positive way, as in like, let's use it for normal, as in common, everyday things that everyday people use, like, and let's couple that with a meme coin. I don't see like how that's a bad thing, but this is a big topic just in 2026, because this, you guys are literally just at the start of this. So for you in particular, whoever wants to answer first, go ahead and fight over it. What do you think, when I say meme coin evolution in 2026, what does that mean to you?
Well, it's going to be more than just a fart in a bucket, like most of the stuff that comes out, where it's just literally they'll be like, oh, this tweet went viral, make a meme coin for it. And, or other so-called builders, they come up with this fantastical idea and like, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. And it's going to do this, and why the hype, and shit, it just dies out, in a week or a couple of days, or maybe it runs for a little bit. Right. And then what? They're like, oh shoot, what do we have? We got nothing other than a viral tweet or something like that. So, I mean, I've been in the trenches forever, and I've seen projects like come and go. The ones that last are the ones that have a cult behind it. They have actually something for it, something you can taste, something you can wear, something you can flex, something you can be proud to be a part of, or something like that. And like, that's why with normie, that's my plan with this, and I'm already doing it. It's not like this is what I'm going to do. Like, I'm shipping shit internationally already. The hats, we got custom small batch coffee that we produce here. I've got bags and stuff on the way, shirts, hoodies, like real merchandise that we make here, like not just some Chinese crap that you just slap a label on it. This is all handcrafted stuff, which comes from my actual brand, which I'm proud owner of that for going on 9 years now. And so I feel like I have and I forget about it all the time. People remind me, they're like, dude, you have a huge advantage over all these so-called devs out here, because I'm 50 years old. I have tons of experience. I've failed a lot of times. I've killed it a lot of times. I know what works. I know what doesn't. I have literally tens of thousands of customers that already are tapped in with my brand. And so I was like, this is going to be so easy to do what I'm already doing and just pivot, with the normie brand. And we got so much stuff coming. I mean, like, we're working on a game right now, kind of a retro Mario style game that's going to have all kinds of cool tech built into it, to where you can use the token for like upgrades in the game. You can win other tokens in the game, from other projects. I have like a leaderboard system where I'm going to be actually, people compete for like physical products, where they can get discounts on merchandise. So, and that's going to lead to like a whole nother, IRL events, to where like, if you're a token holder, you might get access to an event or a certain project or product that, the normal Joe won't be able to get a hold of. And we're doing it all in public. We live stream everywhere. We're all over every single social media. And we've been doing it, this isn't new for me. So like, I've already been doing it with the brand and with Luxurious. So 8 months in, I think we are now, and we're holding like a $750,000 market cap. Our all-time high was like 1.6 million. And there's no team. There's no like silent investors. There's no people that I have to check with. I am the normie, so.
Wait. You mean you don't have like, a bunch of people that you're using as exit liquidity?
Yeah.
I mean, but community is a meme.
Yeah.
That's a bad joke. Okay.
That's what 90% of the stuff is out there. It's either a quick pump and dump or a slow rug or a slow farm,
And it's interesting. Go ahead.
Oh, carry on. I don't mean to interrupt, because I absolutely want your perspective too, Jesse.
Well, I was just going to say, when I came into it, I didn't know anything beyond what his idea of this whole cryptoverse was, right? I'm
a true normie,
like a true normie in the sense that a brand new baby in this space. So he introduced it to me as the sunshine part of it. Like, look, memes can be a community, and I'm creating from this meme coin. I want it to be a community and a positive place where people can be safe and we can all live a utopian society. And I was like, what? And on the internet, this thing? And it was so new to me. And I only really know what my normie husband, hubby, taught me. So getting introduced into it, I was like, oh, community, everybody loves me. Oh, they lied. Whoa. And so it's kind of like the bubble was popped, and I'm learning that if we can contain this and create something positive and create this community that is emotionally driven and keep it safe within the confines of normie, that can not only just be a driver for a savings account, a driver for people to pull from when they need it, but also a place where we're going to be a family, and your family is going to sell you merch. And it's all just I don't know, my version of it is a lot different than like a day trader's version. Meme coin and the community, and it's I don't know. It's more
culture. It's like a culture.
It's more of an emotional culture for me. And so I only know this version that we've created together. So I would venture to say we're in new territory. I want this to be something that others copy, and hopefully it can.
And they are.
Yeah. Yep. It needs to be. I think it needs to be its own verse.
Yeah.
There's just no name for it. We don't belong in the box of
your traditional meme coin.
Meme coin. Yeah. It's creator based, and it's a whole nother lifestyle.
Back in the day, Ethereum projects, utility or not, or meme coins, you could go to the website. First of all, they had a website. Most projects don't even have an X account. You could go to the website. You could see the dev. He was there, photo, first and last name. You could see like the artist. You see the technicals guy, and they would do AMAs. They would live stream. Everybody could answer questions. And so that's why, I have a massive reputation in the beard world for, myself, Luxurious Bastard. So that's why I was like, well, we can do this, and we're going to do it the same way as if I'm running, Luxurious and live streams. And I don't say shit just to say shit to blow smoke up people's asses. I produce, if I say I'm going to make a product, I'm going to make it. If I say I'm going to do this thing over here, I'm going to do it, and I would like to think that moving forward, people will discover normie, and they're going to be like, holy shit, where did this guy come from? We've been here for 8 months already. I'm hoping that that's going to create a new meta where you can no longer hide behind a PFP or, false promises and, there's no proof. We're building POW, proof of work. 80% of the project is owned by me and is staked on Jupiter. It's all verified. I've burned 5 million or 5% of the supply. Plus I still have control of another 8%. So there's really not a lot of left for people to buy. On top of putting myself on digital billboards in New York and Colorado. I've sponsored actual crypto fights over in the Philippines, with some heavyweight champions. So the shit, excuse my French, but the stuff that I'm doing, nobody does because they can't, they don't know how, or they're not in it to win it. We're here. If this project dies, then that means I'm dead. I'll just put it that way.
No, you're not, and it's not going to die. Sometimes we have to pivot. Sometimes we have to evolve, right? That's part of life, if you want to do something, of value. But I think you're absolutely coming from it from the right angle. Historically speaking, right? Why was the internet so, just BS, right? When it first started out, no hard assets, right? And so when crypto comes along, it's well, as we get into hard assets, as we get into RWAs and all these things, it's allowed to mature. I mean, gambling is great and all, but like you can only just offer gambling for so long and have things not be like functional and everyday, for, I like to say, sometimes a word I like to use for everyday people is the lay people, right? And at some point, we're all lay people, and at some point, we could always be lay people. And I was about to get really dark with this, but I really don't want to, because I'm having such a fun time with you guys, because just about anything, any kind of life-altering event, you're just, human frailty is universal. That's a nice way to put it without getting too
much. Yeah, it is.
In particular, you guys are on Solana, right? And I was mortified that I haven't had someone from Solana on in like over a month. And I was like, oh my God, this is bad, considering, how many people I know that are building cool things on it. I was like, I think that it's important that we talk about it here. I'm not saying that I haven't seen any evolution of meme coins on other chains, but it's particularly important for me to talk about it here. This is where a lot of the builders are. This is where a lot of the liquidity is. So you can really make a lot of impact here. So I was curious, from either of you guys' perspective, why do you think that Solana is seeing more of this evolution, meme coins with utility, than other chains? Who wants to go first?
Cost. It's
cheaper.
Fast and cheap.
It's easier to experiment with.
Yeah. The Ethereum network back in the day, if you wanted to buy a $100 worth of something, it would cost you like $50 in gas fees. So when, I used to trade lots of Ethereum and XRP and, Bitcoin and all that, which I still hold. But when I found out you could buy like $5,000 worth of a project and it only cost you like $3, like, hooked. And the amount of people that are curious with Solana builder wise is insane. I feel like there's a lot of people that aren't even, they're like more lurkers, and they have brilliant minds, and they're tapped into all these spaces, and they hear people say, man, I wish I could do that, and they're like, oh, I can build that, so the fact that we're on the Solana network, like I feel like, yeah, it gets a bad rap just because of all the rugs and stuff. But if you find a real businessman, real builder that has some cool people, like the limits are there's no limit, And the more I tap into all these spaces around on X, and people hear us, they see us, and they're like, hell yeah, let me do this for you, or let me do that for you. Like the game, for example. Another project on Solana, Dr. Fire Chicken, Cluck Norris.
Shout out,
massive shout out. He heard me talking on one of these big spaces with my idea on trying to create a game, because you need, besides like a cool hat, a really good coffee, you need something. People get bored really easy. So you have to look at it almost like a normie's perspective, and like what would keep me, like I like gaming stuff. Gaming is huge. So he heard me talk about, wanting to do like a retro style Mario game that, infuses like crypto with gaming and like rewards and all that stuff. And dude, within like a week, he had like a little beta prototype set up and was like, here, try this. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I would have never met this man if it wasn't for Solana, So it's incredible the amount of, there is a lot of stupid ass people and a lot of, people with their hand out, but once you get through that noise floor, and show up to some of these things,
you meet the real ones.
You meet the real ones, and like
that's like life too. You're gonna find the people you align with, and they're out there. The Solana gives us a bigger pool to kind of look for alignment.
Yeah, yep, and it's an affordable, way to do it, I believe.
Yeah, I echo his sentiments. It's really all I know. I don't even know. You've mentioned, what is it, Ethereum, and then whatever their Cucamonga. I don't know.
XRP.
I just know Solana.
You still hold some XRP, so we'll see one day. But she's learning really fast. She is like literally the only person that could outwork me, and constantly does. So
I think my brain just got activated after the divorce because I was I say only, but I brought into this world and raised 4 humans, and that's hard.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
4 of them. I did a lot of work and still doing it. But once I needed to get a job outside of that, like my brain just was like, what can you do now? And so I knew how to do all these things and I had experience in them. So I love learning new things, but crypto, I had zero experience with. I wanted to quit after the first couple days because when I went live on Pump Fund, I was like, is this the garbage that's out there? Nothing. I'll go back inside. So it's been a cool experience to see what else, the world has to offer. But yeah, Solana is all I know. So
and it's still very
sticking
new.
with it.
Still very
I don't want to learn another.
Oh, you're muted.
I was muted. I guess it happens to the best of it. But first of all, congrats on your divorce.
Thank you.
And also congrats on the engagement, right? And you said something that was kind of interesting. Like it's like your brain unlocked after the divorce. And this just proves one of the points that I talk about, almost every week on Citiz3n Glitch. And like I'm really hell-bent on people with critical feeling, right? Because we love to tell people all the time, critical thinking, do you want research? But there is no critical thinking without critical feeling. And when you've got a toxic, abusive, narcissistic, financially, emotionally, physically abusive partner. Wait, Shuttle, let's keep going. Or even if it's not, I know, right? Like, applause. But even when it's more than that, like when you have when you have a circle that's toxic like that. And for those of you, and sometimes I think that it's a little bit of a cabal in those cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not being cheered on, if by pissing off one person, or if pissing off your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or whatever, ex-girlfriend, like if that's gonna fuck with all your finances, that's not a circle, that's a cage, and that's abuse. Right? You're like a total unlock, because now that you can feel clearly, now that you're not in a toxic ass marriage and you're with the one you're truly meant to be with, now you can think clearly.
Biggest fan.
Yeah.
And supporter.
back at you both ways. But yeah, it did open up a lot so that I could see other options other than because I was bodyguarding. And he's like, no, I genuinely believe the job that I was doing was the most important. But within that, I can't leave the home, but I have to make $1 million. Wait, how? So this internet world was kind of my playground, and he knows all the things that are in there that can generate some profit and revenue without screwing over people. And so he has made that magic happen with Normie,
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Can't fake that.
That's really hard. It's like the only way you can really cover yourself is just say a little prayer, see their face, have a proverbial handshake, and just hope everything goes well. And when it doesn't, just learn your lessons and move on, and it's fine.
If you got haters, then you're doing something right. Yeah.
We got haters, and I thought I was the nicest person on the planet, and I was all, it's because they're bad. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
You live and you learn. That's what we're here for.
No, I mean 120%. Like you're gonna have haters. Like and you could be the nicest person, and that's why some people fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Because you are genuinely nice, and they are nice with an agenda.
Right.
Yep. What's in it for me?
Yeah.
Extraction. That's another thing that I hated about like the previous meme coin culture. I've been a little like, I used to be like, oh, fuck all meme coins, until I started seeing some more meme coins that actually had like utility, and then some that don't actually even call themselves meme coins, right? I mean, Walrus Protocol, which is, it's on the ⚱ᚊᚊ network. right? They have their own tokens there, and it is a decentralized alternative to AWS. And I mean, the average person might say to me, "Oh, but that's not a meme coin. Why are you calling, the Walrus protocol a meme coin?" And it's like, bruh, like it's cute, like a little walrus, okay? It's adorable. It's memorable, like a meme. But it also is giving people, you have utility by using Walrus protocol as another option for your decentralized storage. It is actual use of, it has actual usage there. And also you can stake with it. So it's a multifunctional coin. And we're starting to see others. I mean, I recently dropped an audio file with Marty Carty's latest platform, the Solana Music, and it's an audio token where where if things are it's $1. People can buy the song for $1. Then you own it. Then you stream it, and as the floor goes up, then the value of your token goes up. But that is value if people can own the file and they can, and they can download it and they can stream it. It is, but it's still like it's memorable. It's a meme. And for people to just think that there's everything bad about memes when everything about memes maybe was a joke, but it's just supposed to be memorable. But if you want to be memorable, why are we demonizing that? And we can be memorable and give people stuff. Like, I'm in Seattle, as y'all know right now. I think the fucking mermaid from Starbucks is a meme. It looks like a meme coin, right?
Yeah,
it's their mascot.
True.
It's a mascot.
But like, if you had like Starbucks coin and everybody could use it at Starbucks, it would be like, oh, look at the little cute the mermaid coin, whatnot. So I think that's fun, and I think that's cool. But like, I just
imagine if you.
Sorry.
Imagine if you were to buy Starbucks coin back when they first launched, and you threw $300 at it. Now they're massive. Guess what? You never have to buy coffee anymore because your $300 is now worth $30,000. So you're like, sweet, I got coffee and rewards forever now. It cost me $300, and I'm a part of, the culture.
But that could be you guys too. Like, you have coffee now. Like,
exactly.
I mean, like normie coffee shops. I mean, like if you guys end up going down that route, you might just like, keep it as something you distribute. But like, honestly, that's your choice. That's your freedom. You get to do whatever you want with it. But particular why I think it's good that you guys chose Solana. And by the way, if this is the first blockchain you're learning about, cool. The first blockchain that I interacted with was Ethereum and MetaMask. Sorry, I really hate MetaMask. I don't ETH anymore. I'm a recovering ETHaholic. Actually, I never really liked ETH that much. What am I saying? I've been shitting on ETH for years, and now I just now I have more reasons to shit on it. But I'll talk about why I think Solana is seeing more of this kind of evolution than other chains. It's partially some of the things that you said earlier. The speed and the low cost make it extremely pragmatic to build, useful features without pricing for regular users, and things like payments, things like loyalty systems become realistic instead of theoretical. And a lot of these other chains, they have higher fees, slower confirmation times, yada, yada. And that can make simple utility, be really annoying. But another thing that I think is contributing to why Solana is starting to do well with this is because it has strong tooling for this kind of thing. Protocols like Solana Pay and Metaplex make it pretty easy for different projects to add real functionality. And that combination, to me, that's why you're seeing more meme coins on Solana moving way past, pure speculation. But I know you guys have already talked about this, and I kind of just wanted to ask a little bit more how you feel, even amongst the utility meme coins, how normie is so different. And I know you kind of already answered this, but if you can answer it in more detail.
Well, the biggest thing I like to flex is, like I said, I'm 50 years old. I built a brand already for 9 years. So just having that experience in Web3, I think is massive. Not a lot of people can flex that. Half of these children, are just seeing somebody else do something. They're like, oh, let me try to do that. So like I have a big advantage, in that aspect. merchandise and creating products and all that stuff. You know, also again, years of experience, so it's easy for me to, you know, make you know, a hat or coffee and like there's a list of all kinds of cool physical products that people are going to be able to wear and taste and flex. Limited edition, you know, like watches and stuff that are going to come in the future, where, you know, you got to hold a certain amount of token plus maybe an NFT to get yourself like one of 20 of these, you know, normie watches that are going to be produced. And so like I'm excited, like the amount of stuff that I can create and the speed of it and the, you know, like the cost effective you know, aspect of the Solana network, especially with like gaming and stuff like that. So yeah, I still get goosebumps, you know, when I think of, and then when I meet other people in the space and they're like, man, I could totally do that. That's my forte. I know how to, you know, cook that up for this type of thing. Just let me know how you want it. And it's like, dude, it's amazing. I know Solana gets a lot of hate because of the rugs and the amount of tokens. I think it's like up to like 90% of the tokens that get launched are rugs or slow farms or whatever, and they really have nothing behind it. You know, they got no website, no merch. It's all just hopium. You know, like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, invest. And then when times get tough, what happens? They all just kind of, you know, go away. We're building this shit during like this terrible, you know, we're in the rainy season. So the fact that we're out here planting seeds, you know, making connections and building the foundation. Imagine when the sun comes out, you know, and all the liquidity starts to flow back in. Like, we're gonna be in for some pretty amazing times moving forward. And I got all the time in the world. You know, we've been doing this for 9 years already. So like I said, this is one of many projects that we're behind 100%. You know, we got real money invested. We got connections up the yin yang, and we're meeting more people all the time. So again, super excited and glad that we're here on the Solana blockchain. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think that one of the differences that I've noticed is this and a few others, they're not all bad.
Yeah.
Especially the ones we've had on. This is normally is something you can participate in because you have the, you know, the merch, but the community as well. But I mean, this guy is such a big dreamer, and I've seen him make things happen. So knowing that we can do in real life activities, like what was the one to have the community come out and do the, what's it called when we're all working?
Oh, yeah. Have you've heard of like
what's the race where y'all do it together and then like, you're in the mud? Tough Mudder.
Tough Mudder.
Good glory. Normie Nation has big dreams, and you can participate in those dreams together. You know, I
have some connections with the people that put that on the Warrior Tough Mudder guys. So I was like thinking, man, how cool would that be in the future? Imagine seeing like 50, 100, 200 people showing up to one of these massive events. Red bandanas, normie merch, limited edition stuff. You know, you can use tokens to get into said event, and like it's gonna be. People love to be a part of something, especially when it's something like badass. You know, and I'm gonna be right there in the mud with everybody. You know, pulling people out of the mud and, you know, lifting them up. So like, this is cool.
This is what happens when you do something that you love. You can dream within this ecosystem, and there's no limit. You can turn it into a Tough Mudder where the Normie Nation comes together and you all wear the same merch, and the tokens rising and falling and growing everybody's money at the same time because you're live streaming it. And it's just like the glass ceiling on this is incredible.
I can't tell you how many people have come to me in Telegram, on X, emails, live streams, literally just saying thank you, because they can't tell me the last time they've been able to buy a bag of whatever and go to sleep and not only wake up the next day and guess what, this ugly motherfucker is still here. Their bag is
You're
growing.
not ugly.
You know, it didn't rug. You know, the dev didn't vanish, or it didn't work. So like that alone, with the amount of people that come in and tap in and say like, man, thank you. I've had other builders reach out to me and say, dude, I don't know how you're doing it, but massive kudos to you, because like other people have tried to run projects similar and they didn't even get halfway, let alone last 8 months during, a non-bull market. So
try not to make too many promises we can't keep. So it's we'll see. We have good intentions with good projects, and if we can make stuff happen, we will, because we believe in the things that we're building. So,
and that's where all the
different.
normies come into play. Like I can build, I built a big company here, but without my customers, without the normies supporting it, we would be nothing, you know? So the more people that join in and the more normies that join, and they see what we're doing, and they can be proud of wearing a hat or flex merchandise that you can't get unless you're part of the system. Like that's going to be some cool ass shit. I don't care who you are.
No, I mean you're completely right about that. I'm sorry, Jesse wanted to say something before
I was just saying, tell us how you really feel.
I get a little excited.
A little.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I mean, it totally matters being part of something like that, and I'm so glad that you're like along for the ride. To learn to learn and to just do better every day. Like, I'm curious on how you feel like the approach with normie is, maybe more realistic than some of the other shit that's out there.
For one, I know how to handle storms. With my business, most businesses fail after 2 years, like brick and mortars. My 2-year mark was COVID. So not only did I not fail, I freaking killed it. Actually, like the COVID era was probably some of my best times. So I kind of roll that into, like, I'm kind of doing the same thing right now, building during a time where people say it can't be done. I'm not, and having like the beard brand too is, I think, massive, because like most people, I think, that try to launch a meme coin or whatever, like they just run out of bankroll, or they didn't make enough money fast enough or whatever. Like, I'm not here for the crypto part of the money. I'm here to build something legendary that people can have and be a part of and be proud to like own it, So
the token is the launch pad, and
the merchandise, the games, the real world events, all that stuff that will come is what's gonna, it's gonna be the Pepe of Solana, but for the normie.
Oh, the Pepe of Solana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody, you got your Doge, you got your Shiba Inus, you got your Bonk, like those. It's gonna be a brand like that. It's already started. I was in a conversation months back with Grant Cardone on a space, and he was talking about like AI and meme coins and this and that. And he's like, yeah, meme coins are great as long as you have some type of foundation, like you get something for it, because you can only show the shiny penny for so long before they get bored, and if there's nothing tangible that they can buy or be a part of. So that's why I was like, wait a minute, I can fucking do this. I had merch like a couple weeks in already, because I do it all here myself. I don't have to check with teams or banks or different people. Can I do it? Like, no, I just make this shit happen.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. I told you guys ahead of time that I was eating on the stream.
Sorry.
Right, I'm American, and sometimes I act Canadian and I say I'm sorry, but that's for Canadians, and especially if you're British, right? Because if you're British, you say you're sorry all day long, and you should be sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry for living and sounding ridiculous.
Sorry for
No. Are you kidding? We eat our snacks in front of the camera. We're like, we're human. I will get hangry if I don't eat.
Yeah,
you don't
there
want
you go.
that.
No, I've done the last couple of streams so hungry, and I'm just like, it's not like I'm gonna get banned from YouTube for eating.
You'll get a little ASMR money on the side too. They'll be like, "Ooh, I like how she jumps."
Something else I just thought of right now like why Solana. We went to the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas in April, as Normie, as TLT, as the Luxurious Lounge. And my biggest takeaway from the Bitcoin conference was boring. Like there was no cool shit. It was all just like miners and,
there's a lot of miners.
Yeah, and like random shit. That's why I was like, man, Solana is where it's at. We were walking around wearing our Luxurious Bastard merch and Normie hats, and I can't tell you how many Bitcoiner guys had seen me and like seen the hat and be like, that's freaking awesome right there. I know you're not a basic Normie. So it was kind of like, yep, fist bump, handing out poker chips with our logos on it and stuff. If we had a Normie like merch thing set up there, we probably would have made like $50,000 in sales. So it's like I said, we're so early, and the amount of things that I have planned, and I'm not just gonna like shotgun shit against the wall and hope it sticks. Like I'm building this just how I did my real world, where a little bit at a time, not overwhelm the system with all the different things that we have planned. So just lock in. You don't need to necessarily buy the token, just support it. Like I always do like layman's terms. Imagine if you found like the ultimate coffee shop. The prices are good, the atmosphere is amazing, the owners talk to you and they're cool as fuck. Like you're gonna share that out. So why not do the same thing with like what we're building over here? Like that's how we get big.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Some of your sayings, babe. Fart in a bucket. Shotgun shit to the wall.
I keep it real.
Love it.
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted again. But like, I mean, like all of these sayings are absolutely important, and it's so funny that you're just shitting on Bitcoiners. Like,
it was cool, but would I go again? Probably not.
It's a different ecosystem altogether. You're just like, that doesn't align with me. We'll move on.
Out of all of that, guess what I did with the Bitcoin conference? Did I buy Bitcoin? No,
you didn't.
I bought merch. That was it. They had some cool merch. So I'm like, see, yeah. Oh, we got it. It's all over there on the other side. Yeah.
Teddy bear.
Actually, you know what we did? We did get some free Bitcoin. I take that back. We both got like $20 in Bitcoin for signing up to
buy the merch.
Something, yeah. So, yeah. But we shook a lot of hands out there. We got a lot of good ideas, and we met some cool ass people some influencers from
YouTube,
crypto Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually where we met Fire Chicken 2 out there. But
it was a good networking conference.
Yeah, it was a good first and last. Next thing on the agenda is probably going to be a Solana powered event, and in that case, you better watch out, man. Normies are going to be in full effect.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
No, amen to that. Like, I forget where you guys are. Are you far from LA or no?
Yeah, about hour and a half from LA.
Oh shit, guys, you should go to the Solana Spaces thing. Like, unless you, you might have. Oh,
I think it was already passed.
So I missed it. Well, I moved here, but yeah, I mean, like, a little bit of history about me and Solana really quick, even though it's off topic. Well, not really.
Really.
I'm gonna talk a little bit more in a second about why I think you guys made a smart choice to launch utility meme on Solana. But like, I was the worst. Like, I used to say the worst things about the Solana community, and I used to just say bad things about Solana. Like, I used to have polls that I would run on Twitter, and it was like a multiple choice. Like, do you dump your significant other if they worship Solana? I have that as like a choice, like, for why you should dump someone. But like, I've said worse things, and I don't know if I want to continue to repeat those things on the stream, because literally somebody today that was on my timeline, who I met him and his wife in LA, and they're the Mars Hippo project. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're on Pump Stream, and like, it's not just a utility coin. It's like a impact utility coin because all the funds that they are raising are going towards conserving hippos all over the world. Yeah, like they're so cute. But like when I met him, I mean, I'm gonna say a nicer version of what I actually said. But I was like, oh my God, you're not all assholes. And I met Amy Street at Solana Spaces. It was the Digital Spenders Club. You know, there's water, and they're being distributed in 7-Eleven and a bunch of other places, and they have their own token. You can scan the QR code and buy water with the token. I mean, this is all on Solana. So, and all of so many decentralized scientists and medical stuff, people are building on Solana. And I think that a lot of people, they see only one part of the culture, which is the gambling, which exists on every coin or every blockchain. And it's just like, you know, and I feel like a lot of people are just broken records. They want to repeat narratives over and over again just so that they can feel self-righteous without actually, you know, kind of verifying what they're saying is true. And it's really not. But like, I'm so glad that you guys are, you know, doing this with Solana in particular. But one of the things that I would like to say good about tools is like Solana Pay, right? That you guys are able to use. And for those of you in the audience who don't know, Solana Pay is a system that lets customers pay directly with crypto at checkout instead of a credit card. You know, they could pay with normally right on the website, right? It's fast, it's cheap, it settles instantly, and this turns the token from something you just hold to something you can spend like on their coffee, you know, with Normie. And Metaplex, this is going a little bit further. It makes it easy to create digital loyalty systems using, you know, compressed NFTs. And every time someone buys coffee, right? This could be their digital stamp. And after collecting, you know, a certain number of stamps, they could unlock whatever you guys want, a free bag, a free drop, or whatever. And it's a great way to reward people over time, making the token feel more rewarding. And for me, tools like this on Solana matter because they make the token feel useful in everyday things. And when people can spend or earn rewards with Normie, you know what? It's becoming something that they want to use. And when it comes to, you know, simplicity, from both of your guys' perspectives, why do you think it's so important to keep things simple for meme coins?
The easier you can spoon feed people, the better it is. You know, like people, for one, they, you know, like what's the attention span now? Like 8 seconds or something like that. So if you can get them what you're trying to do, get them to, you know, either invest or buy a product or whatever, the simplest, less clicks, you know, that's what you got to do. So
yeah, I don't care what the technology is behind it. If you have to, if it takes 20 minutes to explain it to me, you've already lost my money. I just want the ease. Life is too complicated. Let's just make it easy. So yeah. Agreed.
Remember the, like on all the cereal boxes, they had that little thing that you would cut out and you'd collect all those to turn them into, like, you know, buy things or whatever. What was that? Like box tops. Remember that?
Oh, for school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, you know, who knows? Maybe I can utilize something similar to that, where when you buy a product, you get a code that you scan, which unlocks something to either get a NFT, you know, and then you get 10 NFTs, and now you unlock a certain part of the store where you get not only discounts on like the mothership brand, but other merchandise or access to like IRL events. You know, like there's so many things that I have in the old brain noggin over here. Yeah.
It's crazy how with like after COVID and I don't know, the rise of technology, everything's like, please give it to me faster. And we're conditioned to now. Our kids are just like
instant gratification.
Remember in the 80s, it used to be like 8 seconds, whatever. Now it's like a third of a second.
Yeah.
You better scroll fast. Like so the faster and easier. That's why we use QR codes to get straight to the nitty gritty and the bits where they can just watch a video. Fast is better. Easier, simple, less complicated,
affordable,
easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
No, I mean, but here's the thing. When it comes to speed, right? Like, yes, in the 90s or the 80s, rather, right? or whatever. We could kind of mention either decade when it comes to this. Yes, like a little bit of waiting has always been, you know, expected, right?
Mhm.
And okay, remember y'all when the internet was kind of new?
Oh yeah, you had to get the internet on a CD.
Yes, I know.
Like, yes, I got 45 hours of internet. Sweet.
No, but like, you know, I mean, there was a little bit more waiting. Or I remember when I used to download music before all of the drama, right?
Yep. LimeWire.
Yes, all of those. Okay.
Yep.
I used to get so excited. Like, I'd wake up and I'd be like, what am I going to download today?
Yeah.
Right. And you still had to have some patience for it. But like certain things, I don't think people should have to like wait several hours for a transaction to go through. And I don't think we can say, oh, just because people don't want to wait several hours for a transaction to go through, that somehow that's deficient in some way. Why should you have to? It's part of everyday life. When you go to pay for something at a restaurant, you don't have to wait several hours for that. And so for these fuckers that are like, oh, well, you know, it's just what you have to do. It's like, no, y'all are going backwards in time, not forwards in time. I mean, and things really should just be that simple with a click, you know, with this, with that. And you and I don't necessarily need to know about how everything functions, but we need to know how it works. Let's take a look at our phone, for example. Isn't it so cute, right?
Oh, that's
Do I need to know about every way that it was invented or every little back end of how it works? No, but I need to know enough to where it functions. I need to know, you know, if it's a more private phone. We've got Solana mobile and everything. That's a whole nother topic. I did post about like people releasing apps on there today as being kind of a cool thing, which is good too. So it's not that people don't need to know some things at all. They need to know what's important to them. They need to know if a blockchain they're using is censored, if it steals funds from people. I mean, there's certain things that you need to know, but then after a while, it becomes, what do you want to know? Based on what do you want to build? And, you know, us trying to shove everything down people's throat, I don't think that that's the way. When they say meet people where they're at, meet people with what they need, meet people with what they want first. I feel like Normie really gets that. And it's like, I don't even have to like preach to the choir to that. Like, is there any other, I guess my next question for you guys is there any other projects on Solana, like meme, you know, utility memes that inspire you? I don't know, maybe Moondang or a Giga Chad. I mean, do any of these stand out to you at all?
I mean, there's a few that I've met over the last 8 months, you know, where they have really good ideas for trying to improve the quality of Solana, whether that be like bag working, for example. There's projects out there that they designed their token all around that. So you know, buy a little bit of their token, you can see like what projects that they stand behind, and that said bag worker can be like, okay, well, I like Normie or I like Cluck Norris or whatever, and I'm going to start promoting them to get paid via either the native token or Solana to bag work, and like how fast it is and how automated, and you know, all the tech behind the scenes just works. Like that's some cool ass shit, where back in the day it was like, you know, hey, I want to go do this, can you pay me? You know, there's learning type Solana meme coins out there that teach you how to do stuff. There's, you know, there's a lot of cool shit. There's private, you know, there's coins out there where you can do transactions privately without being all over the blockchain. So there's quite a few games, you know, there's like a lot of gamify stuff, which I think is huge because people like to be entertained, you know, at the end of the day. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
This is what I love about you too, because he's always said that there's room for everybody at the top, because in naming the ones that are technically competitors for the funds of the entire world, we designed this show so that we could highlight people that are like-minded. And we've had so many great projects on, you know, the ones that resonate with Jesse are different than the ones that I would be like, oh, I need that. but the ones that like have the utility is to fundraise for something bigger
like
than
vet
them.
token.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, vet
That
is
token?
like,
I've never
Yeah,
heard that
that-
one. So.
Yeah.
we had him on, and unfortunately we had bad audio, so we need to redo him.
Yeah,
but we
we're
had him on a couple times, and his not meme coin. Is it meme? Is it considered meme?
I mean, yes and no. He's got a lot of utilities that he's building as well, but a lot of his give backs is all going to veterans, you know, where
and me personally having 2 grandfathers as veterans and uncles, and you know, I have a tender heart for that. And then there's, you know, there's the duck.
Oh, Quack.
Quack. And she's building this with the funds, building this ecosystem that people can come and relax and center, and you know, all the things that, but I myself personally would love to be able to donate to children who have survived sex trafficking. Like, there's a very admirable and good quality to this Underground Railroad, and it's OUR Rescue. And I mean, I met the founder of that, and the man who started it, and there was a movie about him and a book about him, and it's like, gosh, shouldn't we all just be doing that? This is where my heart is. So saying one over another meme coin is hard, but the ones where it has fundraiser capability are just the genuine salt of the earth people. You know, they all can't do that. Some of them are just genuinely raising funds to feed their children. And I resonate too much with all of humanity to pick a favorite. Like, I'm just trying to feed my kids too. But when I have excess, I want to find kids that are trafficked. Like,
yeah, but you don't need a favorite. You
Yeah.
or
Okay,
one. You
good.
don't need one favorite, right?
there's so many good ones out there that we can get behind, and that's why we highlight them on the show.
And we're meeting more and more, you know, as we grow ourselves.
And it's
go
just
to spaces.
It's just cool to find people that are like-minded, and we collect them as the Normie Nation. We're like, oh yeah,
and TLT,
that felt good,
you know,
to
at the
interview
Luxurious Lounge as well, interviewing some of these people.
Yeah,
and we get done with a show and we're like, damn, I
There's
wish
some
I
good
was,
people out there.
you know, a billionaire right now, because I wouldn't, you
I
know,
would invest in every single one of them.
a lot of these tokens I do try to buy bags just because I like it to support real people that are honest, you know. But
and then there's Mad, like those are Mad and his wife are just genuinely adorable, loving, kind. You know, they've been through the trenches, good people. And so I'm like, oh, it's just overwhelming to be exposed to all of these amazing people who aren't just here to rug.
they're always giving back.
They're come in and develop these not meme tokens. They're doing it under the umbrella of and guise of that's the meme, but they open themselves up to these huge communities and opportunities and let you in as family, and that's what we're doing too. And
they're
I'm
doing
here
it
for it.
fast and free. I mean, like, where can you tap in somewhere and talk to somebody, you know, in the UK, in Florida, in, you know, wherever the heck, all just online with, you know, this being in the crypto Twitter and Solana and all that. Like, you can't.
Yeah, and not only just meme tokens, like the Trolls Den, they're just fucking good. Sweet. I was gonna say all American, all Swedish people who are in this den, and they have these spaces.
Yeah, we know we've met a lot of amazing people, amazing projects that are just out to do good, you know, and give back, and we're all for it. Nothing, you know, with my brand, I love giving back. Like, at the end of the day, like, giving something to somebody without expecting anything in return, there's nothing, you know, better than that. One of my goals, which is on the website for the Luxurious Lounge token, as creator rewards start flowing in, you know, once it's discovered more than it is, I want to give away a car to some random person and live stream it. I want to get to the point to where I can pay off somebody's mortgage, you know, on their house and like live stream it and just give back, you know, to kind of start a new meta instead of like take, you know, give back, give something to somebody without expecting anything in return.
Yeah, I think the people we've aligned ourselves with in this cryptoverse have done just that. You know, Mad bought her mom a house, or Mad's wife bought her mom a house. Started YouTubing at 12. Like, this is why I love this show.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we went a little off
Little
topic.
squirrel.
That's how we do.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
First of all, don't be sorry. As I've said before, we are Americans. We are not sorry for anything, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
And if you lived in Canada, you should be sorry because it's not a real country. I mean, wow, did I say that out loud? Okay. Canadian friends, like, you know, I love you, Canadians, and I'm just trolling you. It's only the British that need to be ashamed, as I said earlier. And you should be mortified with how shitty your weather is, like, all the time.
Poor things. It's a wonder they are smiling at all with how much rain they get.
No, but I think it's beautiful about the vet coins. Like, a few years ago, I met a couple that they had a coffee shop, and that was, good Lord. Sorry.
They're happy, aren't they?
Background. I'm just going to be extra loud. I feel like I'm back at one of my old jobs right now.
We can barely hear it if that helps.
Yeah, we could barely hear it.
That's okay. But it was coffee that they sold, and like a large percentage of the proceeds specifically went to helping veterans, right? Because when they've gone through, you know, hell that they've gone through to defend this country, you know, and protecting their loved ones and their family members, it's like a lot of them come back and they're just like, what the fuck do I do now? So, I mean, like, anything that can kind of help veterans get back on their feet, get their head straight, get their heart a little more straight. You know, I'm all for it because, I mean, of the sacrifices that they make. Why not? And that's the same thing with the hippos. I'm going to find his. I think I want to, you know, shout him out because they are so nice to me.
We're in the process,
Mars
actually.
You guys have never met Mars the hippo? You've never come in contact with them?
No.
I gotta have him on. I gotta have him on. They're so good. I'm gonna tag them just because we're on the subject of, you know, more impact. I mean, like, a lot of people. I would also so far as to say I'm an ambassador with the Tree Gens led by Jimmy Cohen. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the
Tree Gens. Yeah.
I've heard of Tree Gens.
I mean, Tree Gens is very much an impact token. You know, what he's trying to do, get these billions of trees planted worldwide, you know, all over the place, you know, combating anything that would stand in that way. And I feel, even though he doesn't really call it a meme token, the little tree gens, how cute they look. To me, it's very, like, meme oriented. But it's like a meme, impact, utility, coin, like, all in one. And they started off on base. And I told him, I won't be part of what you're doing until you go to Solana. He calls Solana now too. He calls me a maxi, which I'm not. I'm just bullish, and I've got my head on straight. Unlike a maxi, said it out loud. I mean, if you guys think that calling yourself a maxi is a badge of honor, it's really not. But you could say you're bullish. You could be bullish.
Yeah.
Bullish.
Because that means you want to win, and you want things to win on whatever blockchain you're building on, but you also don't want to be Delulu and lie to yourself about, like, whatever troubles that may be coming up. So I think that's a good thing.
I know a lot of tokens that have come from other networks. I know a lot of tokens that have come from other networks because they see the potential on Solana. That actually was one where he was on BNB chain, and there's just not a lot of, you know, quote unquote degens or normies or whatever over there. So he bridged over to Solana and has had tremendous amount of outpour and stuff, and people discovering the token. We're actually, with the Luxurious Bastard brand, we're going to be doing a collaboration where I'm going to be producing a vet themed beard product, beard oil, beard balm, and butter with the QR codes and everything on it. And a portion of that physical sale gets donated to, you know, his vet foundation.
project,
So it's
yeah.
like another project working with another project in Web3, and like we would have never met any of that if we weren't on the Solana blockchain. So
It does open up the world to be
Mhm.
able to do good where
Yeah.
good is deserved.
Yeah.
I have to excuse myself for approximately a minute and a half. I have to pee.
Oh, it happens.
I just had to unmute and I was talking to myself again. But I mean, I feel like this is all, you know, very, very positive. And I mean, and you guys are obviously happy to do it. So like, why? I don't see how this could be a negative thing at all. But I think I want to go a little bit more into like the tooling, just for a little bit, for Normie in particular, right? I mean, are you guys considering using Solana Pay, or you're not, or you don't need it?
We don't really need it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be integrated in there somehow. I know Dr. Fire Chicken is a master. Besides owning actual facilities, he already has a lot of tech from his token that he's implementing over on the Normie side, which, you know, using the token to buy merch or to play in the game or whatever. So all of that stuff is there, and it will come in due time. You know, I'm a entrepreneurial businessman, so obviously the best ROI, you know, we'll be looking into that. But if it makes sense, then, you know, definitely we're going to use it. Side note.
Yeah, I think you will want to, especially, you know, just because it's providing a service that you're going to do anyways. And like, one of the positive things about vibe coding becoming so much more rampant is it does allow for people to pretty much do whatever they want on their individual website and just sell it there, you know, vibe code your own smart contracts, put everything on chain. Because before, you know how it was, you'd have to wonder about dipshit the dev rugging you or sending you half-assed code. Wow, am I speaking from trauma here? No, I won't. Let's not speak.
Secret backdoors built in. Yeah.
You know, not saying, I mean, I'm not against like learning how to code at all. You know, but I mostly vibe code, to be honest. But I'm just saying, like, the fact that AI has gotten so advanced, it allows the lay people or the normies, whatnot, to be able to do something that otherwise they would have to pay someone so much money to do and then worry about getting rugged.
Yep. I use tons of AI right now. You know, I use Perplexity, I use Claude, I use ChatGPT Pro Legacy. There's many stuff that I use, and even if it's for like general coding or whatnot, it's also a good way to check other people's work, or if they're trying to help you out with something, you know, running it through that to make sure there is no hidden backdoors or, you know, any stupid shit like that. So I'm all about AI. I've been using AI with my Real World brand, you know, with Luxurious Bastard, and I've already seen like a 30% increase in sales in the last, you know, year, you know. So going from you know, $400,000 to $500,000 a year, pushing upwards, starting to tickle like almost $1 million a year. And so like the potential behind all that stuff is just insane. And I know enough to be a little bit dangerous, but you know, there's a lot of people that I'm meeting in the space that are like, oh man, that is, you know, totally easy. You can knock that out within a few minutes. I'll take it. Getting another cold beverage here, hopefully. It's fine.
No, of course. Like, you guys don't need to like apologize or whatever. Here's my little beverage. Oh yeah, and this one also, Joel. I am not at the Macaroni Grill or the Olive Garden. It's a bad joke. This is just to let him know I'm at the Corner Bakery, because I've been here. I've streamed with him here a couple times. And he's like, "Oh wow, how is it at the Olive Garden?" He thinks it's funny. So now it's a stupid running joke.
It must be the fluted glass behind you.
Oh, no, there are people behind me. There's people waiting in line, but it's fine. Like, it's kind of fun when I mean, like, as soon as I get after, this is like my 4th hotel, but after I actually move into an apartment a little bit more long term for a little gypsy like me, I'll probably start live streaming from there, because yes, this is exciting, and I've done like podcasts like in the mountains, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
where we had beautiful views, and like, you know, and just in natural areas where it was beautiful. You couldn't really live stream out there, and that's kind of fun. But sometimes the uncontrollables that you have in a public place can be a little, shall we say, uncontrollable.
Mhm.
You know,
You need to
but
get yourself one of these little DJI, these little USB Bluetooth mics. It'll totally block out all of that background sound that you hear and just get your voice. Super cheap.
well, I have a
investment.
special product that Yoshi from the Tezos network told me to get, and it's like mic and headphones that'll work no matter what. Because I was like, Yoshi, I don't necessarily want to like set up the microphone and my headphones and my little, you know, my little Scarlett, my Focus, right? And I said, because I think what happened was, is even before I moved to Seattle here, right? Like I showed up home about a month or so before I left, and the cops were all in the neighborhood like, oh, there's been a gas leak. Y'all are evacuated now. So I was just like, oh, cool. And so then I was streaming from Whole Foods. So it's like, no matter what, it's like there could be any reason why I can't get into an apartment. So having something mobile that I can use, that and that will block out the sound, that's good for me. For now, I feel like I'm pretty loud, but like I think we're good on this. I was just curious for you guys a little bit more, like when it comes to building the real products and everything, where do you see meme coins, you know, utility memes on Solana, including Normie? Where do you see things going in like I don't know, the next year or two, if you could predict? And we're predicting, not speculating.
Definitely people are going to want a way to, besides just holding the coin, you know, the coin's going to have to do something for them, either entertain them somehow. They can use it for, you know, merchandise, or to play a game, or to get access to something, or to buy other merch. You know, like you're going to have something, because a fart in a bucket or some viral tweet can only go so far. So it's definitely going to start evolving, I think, here, you know, moving forward. It's like the better AI gets, the better tech gets, which means the better AI gets, the better tech. You know, it's just like a snowball rolling downhill effect. That's why I still think we're pretty early. You know, we're pioneers in this space, I believe. Yeah. So I'm glad
Jesse.
I did what I did.
Yes.
Oh wait, sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
Oh,
you
no.
said something really interesting a second ago, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Jesse wants to add on to it or she didn't, and it's obvious and I should have thought of it, but whatever. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, I'm so dumb because I didn't think of it.
Don't be sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. I'm proud to be an American. No, that was dumb. But I had to do it. You said that you feel like with the advancement of AI, that's going to be, you know, a big influence in why people are not going to just be like, oh, give me fart coin, or like, you want to know my first meme coin, y'all, on Solana?
Wow.
Fart coin?
It was a fart
No,
coin.
it was 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh,
and
wow.
I lost all my money in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, that shit was cute back when it was cute, right? But you think in particular AI is going to be the reason why people are going to expect, you know, utility with their meme coins in the future. What do you think about that, Jesse? And I just want to hear more on that perspective, because it's obvious, but at the same time, just because it's obvious doesn't mean it doesn't have fun nuances that you would like to dive into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think AI opens up a huge door for us to do whatever we want. I mean, there's just no cap on what you can create with AI. So the ability to learn is so much faster. And I think it's impossible to say that what what the future is gonna be. But if we continue on this path, I mean, there's nothing we can't accomplish with AI. I mean, like I told you, she frozen or asleep?
Oh,
are
I'm here. I'm totally here. I mean, like, am I not frozen now?
No, you're not now. You were frozen with your eyes closed, so we thought we lost you.
He's using AI so much with just her YouTube channel and like all kinds of stuff, creating artwork and figuring out how to do something. So it's
I don't know if that answers your question, but I think the utility, the nature of creating a utility for meme coin is, I mean, you can be whatever you want to be. You can create whatever utility you want to create. And I have way too many ideas to, I need the not free chat GPT at this point. But I don't know if that answers your question.
Well, of course it does. You know why? Because you made me think of something else.
Yeah.
Obviously, AI is connected to vibe coding. And if this becomes the norm, and it's the norm, even though you guys, I mean, I'm getting over my triggers here. I hate the word normal, but I love the way you guys use normie in the context of your culture. But I mean, because, okay, you know what? I'll just use normal in the way that I don't mind using it where it's not triggering, which is common. I don't mind using it in the context of calling something common, but normal as in like, you know, you can also use it in the context of expected, and it's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's just whatever we get used to. But sometimes the things that we get used to, the things that are quote unquote common, quote unquote normal, are a good thing, right? I think it's a good thing that, you know, AI is advancing as much as it is, despite, you know, there being issues, you know, with, you know, the battle between, you know, the private AI, open source, versus, you know, the government just thinking it's their sexual fetish to, you know, babysit you and watch you do everything in the privacy of your own home, right? Wow, did I just say that out loud? I just did. Yeah. But I mean, because we have all of these expectations now, because people can just vibe code and they can create just whatever they want because of AI. Like, well, if it is accessible to so many people, it's like, well, why wouldn't you be offering that? You're not going to be competitive to other, you know, utility meme coins out there. So maybe, you know, I mean, a better title for the stream would have been AI utility meme coins, but it's going to get to the point where we use it so much that unless we're talking about something specific, a certain kind of AI or a certain different way that it's used, then there's multiple different kinds of AI besides generative AI, which a lot of people aren't necessarily familiar with. You know, it'll just become just so normal.
Yeah.
Word. Think about back in the day. Here, I'm going to go back to history. You used to say the word MP3 file. Oh, can you give me some MP3 files? Now it's just like, oh, it's just a file. So culturally speaking, as all of this AI integration and vibe coding becomes expected, it's just like, well, who will just buy a meme coin just to gamble, unless we specifically say, welcome to the casino. And I mean, maybe, I mean, that might be kind of fun for some people, and they will find ways to vibe code, you know, casino apps in different ways, and they already are. But I mean, but even then, that's still like a utility. It's gamifying some, you know, something for people. And that's fun. So like, if it becomes so normal that everybody can just create anything with AI, we're going to, I mean, like meme coins that are only offering speculation are going to be left in the dust. I mean, kind of like, never mind. I'm going to say something that's going to piss off a lot of people. I mean, like, you know, I mean, Bitcoin to me is a speculative meme coin. I'm not the first one to say that. You know, I mean, but, you know, it's on its way out in the next 7 to 11 years. Thank God. I'm grateful for it. You know, I mean,
made some money.
Sorry, what? Hey, carry on.
Made some money on Bitcoin. So, yeah, thank you.
There's shame in that. There's no shame in that. But, you know, I mean, I think that's interesting. Like, you're like, because of AI, you guys think that this is going to be the norm, that people are expecting so much stuff.
It's a given. It'd be like if I'm cooking a steak. You're going to use salt and pepper on it, you know, your AI. You're going to use like some sauce or something, another form of AI, you know, versus just like a plain ass steak that was cooked and burnt, you know, like it's going to be part of the new norm that you're going to have to like work into everything. Cause otherwise you're dealing with a fax machine and dial up, you know what I mean?
Evolution is inevitable for sure with this, with the whole crypto experience. But we have to keep up. And I think AI allows us to invent ways which people will have to keep up. And if you, I think if you're not a creative mind, AI certainly does that for you. So we all kind of end up on a level playing field because we're very creative, and with AI, it expands what is possible for us. So there's always going to be somebody that makes something bigger and better. And with the ones that aren't evolving, like aforementioned one, they kind of will get left in the dust. But I think with evolution of AI and technology comes a great responsibility to keep it human and to keep the humanity of it, which for me would probably lean back toward giving funds to the like vet token, like coming back to humanity. Like with all these great things, what are you doing? Are you just trying to further and advance yourself, or are you trying to help humanity? And using AI to help humanity, well, isn't that just the best thing since sliced bread?
That's why I know Normie, TLT, the stuff that we're cooking over here, where we're infusing AI with real world stuff, that's what's going to cook. Because people at some point are going to get tired of all AI, you know, like they're going to crave real stuff, you know, real things, real people, real conversations, along with the cool tech with, you know, AI and Solana and digital networks and NFTs and all that stuff. So that's why I know we're going to kill it. You know, we already are.
So you kind of just put something, you nailed something else on the head that I think is going to be super important for just business models and going forward in general, which is AI plus human in the loop.
Yep. You can't be all AI. Maybe it works for a little bit, but people will I believe they're going to crave the real world, real entity as well as AI. I mean, again, back to a steak with nothing on it, probably good once or twice, but you get that steak with beautiful sides and amazing seasoning, and it was cooked just the right way.
Yeah.
Freaking delicious.
And if we can't use it to further humanity and help each other, we're no good. We're useless. Then that's when Terminator really becomes reality.
No, but we have to be vigilant. Yeah. I mean, did I interrupt you?
Oh no.
No, it's the same feel. I agree. Yeah.
We have to be vigilant. I mean, again, I'm complimenting you guys again, and you're not like uncomfortable with it. I knew within 5 minutes of hearing Jesse talk on Troll's Space, he was good vibes. And then when you guys were together, I mean, for those of you who don't know me, you're going to get to know I celebrate AI Web3 couples.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh, I really do. And I'm the first AI Web3 couple, power couple. I like to say Web3 power couples that I met. I'm finally going to meet them at Art Basel, and I'm so excited. I mean, hopefully you guys can meet them too. That's Out of Body and Denise. Shout out to you guys for their humanity and for their openness and their vulnerability, because you guys being so connected to that with your product is like, it's really important to the values that I like to, project on here, or go into. And part of that is basically just being American, right? I mean, like, some of you guys just won't admit you want to be Americans, and I know we got our problems and we don't follow the Constitution all the time, but when we do, it's fucking amazing. But vigilant about these values as rights, inalienable rights that everyone should really have internationally is important to me. And that's the kind of the culture that you guys want to create. And, to me, one of those values, besides liberty, sovereignty, freedom, privacy, is the pursuit of happiness. And I used to get tripped up about happiness. I'm like, the fuck does that even mean? Happiness comes and goes, what does that even mean, right? There's just purpose in the end, right? I have to be all a little bit, I have to be a little bit dramatic sometimes, but that's the whole point. It's the pursuit of happiness, right? It's the journey of happiness, and the journey that people are going to go on with your guys' games, with your merch, with exploring different ways that people can pay earlier, and with the culture. And for me, part of the reason why I am also a fan of you guys is all of the live streaming that you do. Live streaming with real humans, not robots from China. It's the way really to connect with real people, see what real people are doing, and what real people are talking about with their experience. And at the end of the day, yes, it's great to talk to AI. I was telling Jesse earlier and David that I do get perspectives from AI about certain things, but and to me, getting perspective is super important. But it doesn't replace, if you want to get a human's perspective on a product that AI can't use. There's a reason why when Rent a Human came out, they were hiring humans to go eat at restaurants because the robot can't eat. Like I can eat now.
Yep.
Wow. I didn't know you can
So you guys live stream almost every day, and I'm curious, like when it comes to live streaming and meme culture, how important, or utility meme, because to me, offering live streams and especially where the community can participate. And guys, if you don't know, with Citiz3n Glitch, I'm going to start in the next couple of weeks, expanding it to not necessarily just the format that I have now, but still keeping our values systems. But for you guys, when it comes to live streaming as part of the culture with Normie, where do you see that going, other than you all know that it's projected to be $1 trillion industry in the next whatnot years?
Wow.
It's
well, it really is. I mean, like I've been following Gary Vee for a long time. He was the first person that I heard say it, but y'all know Gary is a master marketer. Gary understands social media better than most people understand their fucking left toe. So when Gary says something, fucking listen. Carry on.
Yep. Yeah, I believe it's one of the reasons why, like, my main brand is still here, going on 8.5 years. There's so many companies that have come and gone, and I've been live streaming on YouTube for 7 years, connecting with my customers, giving back, offering them cool shit that nobody else would, you wouldn't be able to get if you were just looking on a website or, coming into the store. So like the personnel and a lot of our streams too don't necessarily revolve around like the product that we make. We talk about all kinds of cool shit and different things, and like that type of connection, you can't fake that. That's just like, we had a stream the other day with a bunch of people, and one of the guys typed in the thing and he's like, this is exactly why I love live streams and connecting with people, because it's real conversation, not just about said products or whatever. And like, that's the type of stuff that people are going to start, craving. And it's going to be like the new meta moving forward, along with everything else. Again, back to the steak with seasoning and sauce and sides, it's just going to be the new thing. So it's a blessing that we're not a stranger to this. And we stream like Normie content, we stream TLT, we stream 2 times a week for the beard brand, and then we do giveaways once a month for our customers and stuff. So building that connection along with everything else we're doing, like that's the recipe. It's not easy to do, but it's what gives us fire. You
make yourself really vulnerable when you do this. The people that are the thing I wrestle with sometimes is making myself so public that the unsafe people will find me. And then the other part is, well, they're gonna find you if they want to find you, so you might as well put some goodness out there that you have to give. And I don't know. I think there's a happy balance somewhere in there. you just cannot read every comment, and you cannot give leeway to any negative person out there, because you could let fear rule with live stuff. But I don't know that necessarily answers your question, but I've experienced lives only for a little bit since meeting him, because he was doing the live giveaways once a month, and that wasn't a negative experience. I always thought, oh, I wonder if they'll judge me because he used to do these alone. But they were such a good community to start with. The beardos, the bearded community, the luxurious bastards out there, they were a good introduction to lives, because they were just like, hey, we're just here to celebrate beards and celebrate the good products that he makes. And so they were the OG normies who just had such a big heart and made lives easy.
And I just do it to do it. I don't do it for the numbers. I don't do it for like, oh my gosh, we only got this many comments. Like, I do it for we love the connection.
Yeah.
So to pour that kind of stuff into the Web3, people were they were like, whoa, like, this is crazy. Like, you're the dev. Why are you here, talking to us? Like,
why not?
So yeah, I know so many people, besides like saying thank you, like they love that they can be a part of something and invest in something, and they can see me, they can see us. We talk, we do streams, we do giveaways and all that. Like, that type of meta, maybe it existed for a little while back in the day, but coming over to the Solana stuff, nobody's really doing that, so I'm
that's not true. Mars the Hippo, they live stream on Pump Fun all the time.
Yeah,
and they're live streaming to raise awareness about the hippos. You guys, I think I have to introduce you guys to Mars the Hippo.
Yeah, we gotta meet this.
I mean, you're gonna find them anyways. They're all over the fucking place. But like, I mean, they're one of the people that makes me smile at the Solana ecosystem.
We'll have to have them on the show for sure.
Yeah. You should. I'm gonna bug them too, actually, because they just hit me up on because they've gone through some issues and whatnot, but now they're back up and strong. And I think it's fine. Everyone does. When you're doing something good for humanity, like what they're doing, and you guys are doing good stuff too, somebody inevitably wants to shut that shit down, but we're not going to shut that down. We're just going to keep going.
Yep. Haters going to hate, potatoes going to potate. Yeah, we live stream on Pump Fun all the time, and like, I don't care. Like, half the time there's only like 3 or 5 people watching, but I'm not doing it for the like, oh my gosh, how come there's not 30 people in there? I'm doing it to prove a point. Like, you can run shit and not really worry about, like, who cares if you got 10 views? Look at fucking Mr. Beast. He was live streaming back in the day with 3 people watching, and he kept showing up and just doing it, putting in the work, and now look at him. So
yeah, I'm sure we can make a whole hell of a lot more money, and if we did tweaked a few things, but for now we're just wanting to get to know everybody and to find our people in the space, and to expand our mind and be fair about it, and not say, oh, well, you're this, so I'll put you in this box. Be like, no, take the platform, see where you land. Why not? We have the ability to broadcast this, so let's see where it goes.
For example, where's my deck screener at?
I think I got off topic.
For Normie, we're at wait, that's not Normie. Hold on. We're at like 754,000 market cap, and we have wait, that's not it either. It's like there's like less than 300 holders.
Holy hell!
So yeah, 265 holders of Normie, and we're sitting at almost $700,000 market cap. Like, that's a lot of these people have been holding since the beginning. So imagine in a year or 2 years when we're at 26,000 holders, where we're going to be at, and the amount of cool shit that we've integrated in, the more people we meet in the space that gets behind the narrative, the more other people we're able to help, because we love giving back as well. On top of that, combined with live streams, combined with real merchandise combined with the brick and mortar, combined with real world events, and I'm excited. Again, goosebumps. We're just getting started over here.
You know what that means, right?
And you should be excited. And I know you guys don't care about the numbers of people, but I do. Not just for you, but for myself, and because I want you to do good. And if you've been noticing something that I've been doing on both of my accounts during the stream, I would invite you guys to try the same methodology sometime, and tweak it to how you want. I was trying to build an AI agent to do this, but after freaking arguing with AI all weekend, it said, by the way, the environment on your Mac is not conducive to building the kind of agent that you want to help with this.
Oh my gosh.
Then why did you just fucking like write me a love letter about everything we were gonna do? and nothing's working. So now I've just been doing things a bit more manually, but you'll see I throw in a little bit about what we're talking about and I use the JSON code. Obviously, last time people were probably so pissed because I was muted the whole time. Well, most of it it kind of just crashed. But when we give them, I like to give them information on what we're talking about, like right in that moment, so people can see what we're talking about. But it's also my way of boosting visibility. Now, if you guys, want to boost visibility, you see what I've done.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
rinse and repeat, and we can amplify this more the next time you guys come on with me. And I'm absolutely going to be encouraging people to do stuff like this. And y'all, if you ever come on Citizen Glitch, just like David and Jesse here, I always encourage you to broadcast from all of your streaming platforms while you're broadcasting with me. The only thing I ask of people is just say, hey, I was with Red on Citizen Glitch, that's all. But like, post it wherever you want. Let's get the message out to as many people, because I care about people getting to the numbers. I was hoping we could have 1,000 people watching us today, but I do my best to get the information out there. And part of the learning process, and part of the reason why I'm going to have to start doing something a bit more regular, not just once or twice a week, is so that people get used to seeing your face. Yep. And you can see I put links to the YouTubes in there. And I know some people are like, oh, well, the algorithm doesn't like it. But if it was a link to like being able to buy the token, I mean, and that was included, how would that be a bad thing? But yeah, I'm going to continue to do my best to get some more visibility. I don't use any bots. I don't use any bullshit like that. It's just adding information, and through information, people being able to see more. And I guess, and for me, like, that's really important way to kind of get views on live streams, because guys, let's be real, right? If you got into crypto a little later, right? Like past 2013 or past 2017, you're not part of the crypto old money club. Oh, wow. Did I just say out loud? Yes. I mean, like, it's not that bad thing. Okay. Just like it's not a bad thing that Starbucks started here in Seattle. Sometimes the best thing is to be early, and we should absolutely not be shitting on people for being early. They saw a great opportunity and they jumped on it. Why would you? It's not about hate. But those of us who are like, okay, we didn't get into that early, we're part of the new money crowd. And we've got to find new ways using AI, using utility, to get eyes on what we're doing, because these legacy accounts, these old money crypto peeps, they have an advantage that we don't have. And we can be inspired by them, and we should absolutely collaborate with the good ones and support the good ones, the ones who want to see us succeed. But we got to support the new people too. And part of evolution is the utility meme coin, just like Jesse and David here, part of Normie CEO. Is there anything else that you want people to know? Because like I know you said you guys could not stay on with me too long today because you have a delivery. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted people to know as we kind of wind down the stream, now that we've got 263 of you guys watching live? Thank you.
Wow.
Just tap in, besides crypto Twitter, which can become a bit of an echo chamber, you just got to step out of your comfort zone, like streaming on Pump Fund, streaming on X, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Kick, Twitch, Rumble. Like, you never know where the people are going to be. So do stuff that you have to step out of your comfort zone. You know, like the scariest thing I ever did was quitting working for the Department of Defense to start up my company 8.5 years ago. And it was like the most scariest, best thing I ever did. You know, I work harder than I ever did in my life, but I love it. Every time I come and unlock the door to the facility and walk in and be like, man, I did this shit with all by myself, even against all odds, you know, COVID and going through divorce and like all the stuff and the things. So just lock in, you know, see what we're doing over here, whether it's luxurious lounge or normie, you know, come support some real ass motherfuckers. You know,
Amen.
We're doing it all in public. Everything's all out there for everybody to view. If you have questions, come say hi. You know, eventually we're putting together a real world event in October here in the lounge. So we already got a bunch of legends in the space that want to come out and, you know, kind of have some fun, do some live streams, talk crypto, talk Web3, talk Web2, whatever. You know, we're I feel like there's the old money legends and then there's the new money legends. We're part of the new money legends.
Yeah.
Yep.
I echo that sentiment. And I also say, believe in something real. Think on it. Find something that aligns with you and follow it. Go all in. I found someone that aligned with me and I'm going all in with him. And all of his crazy ideas and adventures really do end up turning out to be magic. So, and along the way, don't lose yourself and find something good to do once a day. Find someone to help. And because that was originally me, and I can't lose myself in this cryptoverse if I don't just stay to that. Like in real life, do something nice for someone every day. Don't lose yourself, and then follow your dreams. And where's it going to lead you? It's only going to lead to something great, because you're either going to learn from a mistake or you're going to find your new place in life. So what's
the thing that you say, like, have the day you deserve? Yeah. Have the day you deserve.
So if that makes you fearful that you're deserving a shitty day, change what you're doing and have a great day.
Tap in.
That's it.
Uh-oh. We're frozen again.
Oh no.
You still there?
Well, with that, we bid you adieu. This
there
happen?
she is.
Oh, there you are.
I just freezed out for a second. It's okay. I was I don't know. Hopefully I wasn't frozen for too long, but I'm not. It's okay. I'm not yet. Not yet, y'all.
So yeah, come find us on X. You know, we're on YouTube. We're on Instagram, Kick, Twitch.
So many places.
You can definitely Telegram. You can reach out. We got the website normienation.com. Yeah. We have luxuriousstudios.show for, you know, this podcast type show. Luxurious Bastard Co. You know, you can Google me. You can see me. I've been here forever. Come say hi.
And I have a link tree, Jesse G, hot or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Guys, go ahead and drop that stuff in the comments if you want on the stream, and I can promote you a bit more, which would be good for me. I would be making another comment right now, but my internet here is acting up a little bit. I will post another comment. No, it is what it is. Okay. I mean, like, I try to do the best that I can, but like, I mean, like, I will make sure everything is settled when I move into like a place that I'm going to stay longer than a month.
Yeah.
But even then, I'll just be better about it. I just I thought, I could just live in hotels for a while, but like, no, after this is my fourth hotel. Enough hotels for a while. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the internet's even worse in the hotels than it is out here. But, you know, it's an adventure. And I guess I'm just going to say this a little off topic. It's on a positive note. You know, when crypto really can change your life. For those of you who don't know, part of the reason I packed up all my shit a month ago and drove 1,200 miles alone was because of crypto friends. Ryan Tanaka's out here, and Fendel de la Creme, who is gonna be my next music producer. It's just I just told him I needed a little bit more time to feel normal and move into like a whatever that means, into a new place. And we're gonna start working on some stuff. But because I felt passionate about working with these two artists, I was like, oh yeah, I already know them, and I can't wait to work with them, not just in the digital world, but in the physical world. And here I am, and I feel very welcome here. So y'all, crypto people can change your life. They can make you drive 100 miles and move somewhere new.
Yeah.
Because they're good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've met so many good people from doing this and from doing spaces and live streams. It's pretty amazing. So don't be afraid out there. Don't be scared to, tap in on a space or grab a mic somewhere, because you never know who's listening.
You could find your next move.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I love the fact that you guys are on so many platforms, because you're not depending on a single point of failure. Decentralization, people should be thinking about that, not just in terms of measurements of how decentralized a blockchain is. Don't just think of it like that. Think about, how can I decentralize my whole life? How can I have variety in my whole life? How can I create a life that doesn't have a single point of failure? How can I be on as many platforms? How can as many people as possible access my stuff in as many ways as possible? It's one of the reasons why I love Gary Vee so much, is because he's able to meet so many people just where they're at. A lot of people don't even know he's a crypto guy, and he's literally the crypto guy. He's literally the first guy that I heard about, because I'm new crypto, right? Like, but it's just like, of course, hearing about it from someone like Gary, who speaks to everybody, right? Gary's messaging is universal. He's not just talking about crypto. And again, y'all, this is not about shitting on people who only talk about one thing all day long. If you feel like totally true to yourself to only talk about one thing, you do you, bro. But the majority of us actually do want to talk about universal human issues. We want to connect universally on many different topics, and Gary is a master at that. And so when Gary started talking about crypto, I was like, I'm listening. But he's got the comic books. He's got, and they're beautiful. I have 2 of them signed from the artists in LA. He's got the games with the trading cards. He's got encouraging people in the community to live stream sell, his stuff on Whatnot. I mean, people can pay for that stuff in fiat if they want. They can, obviously people can get stuff on eBay as well, but they can get the NFTs if they want. He has NFTs too that are membership, that work as memberships to restaurant in New York. I think it's in New York, not New Jersey. But like, really just like connecting with people on all different levels. Like, he already knows how to be that way, and it's a good example for all of us to, connect with people first, not just like, all your autistic shit. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm on the spectrum too. But even if you're on the spectrum, y'all still eat, and y'all still drink, and y'all still fuck. So we're all just humans at the end of the day.
Yeah, I connected through Instagram, from him. He came up into my feed as just entrepreneurial type words or advice. So that's how I first discovered him. Yeah.
And I have no idea who he is.
You would probably recognize him. You're like, oh, that's Gary Vee, because he's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. I'm not
when you hear Gary, you're gonna know. I mean, like, I have met the V Friends community in LA. They were pretty amazing to hang out with. But yeah, I mean, but this is the way, connecting with people with just everyday activities, normie activities, people first, people serving, crypto and AI serving the people, not the other way around. Let's not flip the script. Let's make it for all of us, and let's make it better. May utility meme coins reign supreme, as they are, and may the creativity and the AI all being combined be the thing that all binds us together to combine the human and AI hybrid experience. Because as Gary Vee would often say, Don't be the Jetstone. Don't be the Jetsons. Be the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Right?
That's
Hey,
good.
Did all those links come through? I put in the YouTube
Did you
chat.
put links in the comments?
Yeah, in the comments. I don't know if that popped in there.
They probably did. Let me just double check and see if how maybe my connection's working better on my phone. Let me just double check here because I've got I'm using a couple of different devices right now. So did your comment come through?
Yeah, because sometimes YouTube won't let you put links. It sees it.
You're on YouTube. I am streaming on all the platforms, but on X, when I'm doing these little quotations, I am putting links to YouTube and putting links to my book.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
I'm doing all of these quote retweets. I'm doing it on Twitter right now as we speak. So if you didn't put it on Twitter, then I probably haven't. No, it's not on Twitter. And if you didn't put it on Twitter, I'm not trying to make comments on YouTube. I don't usually try to comment on YouTube at the same time. But that guy who came in, thank God he came in and was like, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
No, look, it's okay. It made me make the joke about. Oh wait. Oh, okay. I see your comment now on YouTube. Yeah, it made me make the joke about just silly things that we do, because one of the things that Gary talks about is how obsessed people are with being perfect, and it's just stupid. You just got to do the thing. You just got to get it done, and it's why I've left up all of my live streams where I've made huge mistakes. And no matter what, even if I look back at content, there's always stuff I could have tweaked here and there. There's no perfectionism, but it's don't be obsessed with perfectionism. I like showing the things that I fucked up on because I think people need to see our humanity. They need to see that it's okay if you have an audio problem or this or that or the other thing, or you spelled something wrong.
We're real.
Show people that we're human. We don't need to be like little robots, and even robots make mistakes sometimes. And then when I'm really pissed off at my AI, I say, "What are you on about?" I do. I'm not kidding. So I'm gonna let you guys go for real. Is there anything did you want to close it out, or should I close it out?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, your show.
Yeah.
Close us out.
That's true. Well, I mean, it's,
Do something nice for somebody without expecting anything in return. And I have a shirt that I wear in the gym all the time that on the back of it, big bold letters, it says, "Nobody owes you shit."
No,
I think that's a good one.
they do not. Is that your last final
I
word?
don't know. Yeah.
I love it. All right.
Come support some real people in the space. Don't necessarily buy the token. Just see what we're doing. Believe in something. Believe in someone.
Yep. Amen.
Yeah.
And we'll let you.
believe in something, believe in someone. I usually say just trust in something, trust in someone, but I understand the sentiment here. And I trust that Normie is going places.
Oh yeah, we already started.
And you already have, with the market cap, it's fucking great. But you're going more places in the next couple years. You really are. And I just want to thank you both for your time today. This has been a really fun live stream on Citizen Glitch. Pay attention. Speculative meme coins are now the glitch, and utility meme coins are now the norm, just like Normie. All right, guys. Until next time, Citizen Glitch out.
Cheers.